Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today I want to share this new AVI-8 release. I thought it was a pretty cool chronograph and worth taking a look at. So this is the AVI-8 Avon Hawker Hunter series, and it's a new release. They are available for pre-order. Not really a pre-order, but you basically just give them your email and they will send you an email when they are ready to purchase. This exact model coming in at about, I believe, 190 pounds, which is somewhere around 246 US dollars if I'm correct. Now, it's obviously a aviation-inspired timepiece. The brand is AVI-8, and if you didn't know, on any AVI-8 timepiece you can actually save 20% using the code WATCHADDICT, which is quite useful. So this model is the 4064-02. It comes in 3 different variants. I believe it does come with a blue dial and a gray dial, as well as this kind of green/brownish dial, I would say. So the actual watch itself is running a quartz chronograph movement. It's a pretty reliable movement. It runs on a battery. But in this watch, it's more about the design and the aspects and the layout and everything like that. So we are using a black IP plated case. As you can see here, it's quite thin. Very nice proportions, I must say. It definitely fits really nice on the wrist here. So this watch is actually named after the Rolls-Royce powered Avon turbojet engine that powers it. The 4064 is the latest installment of watches inspired by the iconic Hawker Hunter aircraft. They have a lot of Hawker Hunter watches in this series, and they're quite interesting watches with unique design cues. I think they pull it off pretty well. I like the way that most of their watches come out over the past couple of years or so. Now we are looking at a case diameter size of 45 millimeters on this timepiece. As you can see here, it is 45, but it really doesn't wear like a 45 millimeter watch, considering the lug-to-lug distance comes in at around 52 millimeters. So at 52 and a 45 millimeter diameter, it's basically very round. It's not too long at 52 millimeters. We do have a 22 millimeter lug width here, which is pretty standard for a 45 millimeter case. We also do have a mineral crystal, which is domed, as you can see there. And another nice hint is this bezel, which is kind of engine turned, as you can see, throwing to the nod of the whole aesthetic of this timepiece based on the turbo fans and engines and stuff like that. The crown itself is signed with the bullseye logo there, which is pretty typical of AVI-8. Now the crown is a unique thing. I want to get to that first. I really like this crown. I don't know, there's something about it. It definitely matches the bezel as well. It's very easy to hold on to grip. It looks like it's 2 pieces here, like this black part and the stainless steel part. It just looks the whole thing, and it just looks really good in my opinion. Now the dial itself might look really confusing to you, but it's pretty simple in operation. We do have these large skeletonized pilot hands, which are really legible. And it's a multi-layered dial, if you couldn't tell. So we have kind of that turbojet design underneath, and we have the applied markers coming on top of that with some nice screws here going around, looking like the cockpit of an airplane. And we also have a skeletonized date window. You can see all the dates going from here. I think that's something pretty cool. Definitely looks cool. So let me get you in a little closer. As you can see, we have our 60 minutes over here. This is a 12-hour chronograph. We have our running seconds at the bottom with a nice long arrow hand, which is pretty legible. And then I like this little kind of instrument panel style 12-hour countdown here. So it is a 12-hour functional chronograph. And we get these nice piston head style flat pushers, which you can really get a good grip on. I'm going to go ahead and start the chronograph. It will start to tick along. A nice little yellow accent on the end will help you with reading it as well. As you can see there, everything is really legible, but there's a lot going on, but it's very legible. If you didn't notice, there's actually a tachymeter also going around the chapter ring here. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and then it'll sweep back and reset. The watch itself is relatively thin at 11 millimeters, and we do have that quartz movement inside, so it definitely allows for a very thin watch. It really is quite thin at 11 millimeters, and it does fit very nice on my wrist. Heading to the case back, they always do their case backs pretty nice here. We get a nice kind of brushed case back here, which is screwed down, and there's the airplane coming straight at you. Hawker Hunter, all stainless steel. 4064, water resistant to 50 meters. So yes, this watch is 5 ATMs or 50 meters water resistant there. I think it looks pretty good. Now the strap itself, I believe this is a new style strap. It's very comfortable, definitely a lot more comfortable than some of their older straps. It's a genuine leather strap, feels very soft on the top, and then it's embossed and a bit rougher on the back. Genuine leather, AVI-8 embossing, hand-stitched ends double on each side, which looks pretty cool. I think that's pretty nice there. Now the crown itself, to actually function it, first position we can change the date, and then your second position we can set the time here. There also is a lot of lume on this watch, and the lume definitely got a little better compared to some of the previous AVI-8 pilot watches I've taken a look at. So right now I'm going to show you guys the lume. I believe it's Super Luminova and should glow green. Here's a lume shot for you guys. As you can see, it definitely is brighter. Those large skeletonized hands are really legible. You can definitely tell the time at night. It doesn't seem to be fading quick, and I like the way this one came out. There she is on my 6.5-inch wrist, 45mm case. Doesn't really feel like a 45mm case though, considering that lug-to-lug distance. It fits just fine on my wrist, as you can see there. Maybe a tad, maybe a millimeter over. My wrist is 6.5 inches. I must say though, the strap is really comfortable, and of course we do get the matching IP-plated AVI-8 buckle with 2 safety keepers there. But there's a side profile. It doesn't wear too high, only 11mm thick. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. It looks very technical. Definitely looks like a pilot watch in my eyes. And that's pretty much what they're going for here. So I think they did a great job on this watch. It's quite affordable, under $300 US at $246. So definitely check them out. Give them a look. It's worth it in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely check me out at Watch Addict Channel on Instagram, WatchAddictChannel.com for the blog. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. I have a lot more stuff coming. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Take it easy. Bye.